This hive that I'm going to be checking is the package that I installed a couple weeks ago. I need to just make sure, see how they're doing, see how filled up they are. Isn't it amazing? You put on your hat and then you suddenly have itches everywhere. Anyways, so I'm going to be checking to just see how full the frames are, and I need to put on, hopefully I'll be putting on the second deep on this, because again, you don't want your bees to get too crowded, otherwise they swarm. I will also be treating them for foul brood with some Thailand. So let's open up and see what's happening. And I also have a pollen patty for them. I know that they have eaten through their last pollen patty that I gave them. Good old propolis has this all stuck together. Sticky stuff. Yeah, they have a little bit of the couple little pieces of the pollen patty there. So they are mostly congested into the same frames, 5 frames. In the center here. No, what I'm gonna do, I actually have some other frames that are already drawn out better than the ones that I have in here. So I'm going to put the lid back on and go get them. So when I originally placed these frames in here, I have some that have the foundation on them, and I know that's not the most natural, but that's what I have. And I'm going to take, they have started to work on them a little bit, not much though, so I'm going to take those out, but I'm going to leave 2 in there so that they can start to work on creating those. And I'm going to place these ones here. I already have a foundation. They were in another hive, and they already have the foundation all drawn out, and that'll just speed along the process for this new package of bees. No bees on this side. They're all congested in the middle here. I'm gonna carefully pull them out and just see what that queen has been up to these last couple of weeks. This one is full of, let's see here, a lot of nectar and some pollen. The other side is pretty empty. Slide it back in carefully. Have you noticed I haven't been using a smoker? Well, that's because I can't keep a smoker going. And I know you're going to say, well, you don't have the proper tools. That's probably true. I ran out of burlap and I can't keep them going. And so I've been using it without a smoker, which actually I think has been going fine. I am glad that I have my suit on, but really they don't seem very aggressive. So this frame here has quite a bit of capped brood on it, and some that will be soon capped. Lots of little larvae, and all the different stages I see some eggs, little larvas, and they get into the bigger larvae and then the capped brood. So that's good to see all those different, oh, and this one has lots of pollen, but yeah, it's just good to see all the different stages. That means the queen's alive and doing good. This does have some capped brood, but also some shiny, lots and lots of shiny little larvae that are about to be capped. And there she is. Dun, 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 dun. Right in there. There is the queen. Very cool to see her. So, moving along there. Yay. So, that's just so cool to watch. Sorry, I gotta show her again. Hello, queen. So, never then just make you nervous when you're pulling out, putting it back in, I mean. When you see that queen, just don't want anything to happen to her. Alright guys, I got my tile in here and put it along the edge. Okay, I got my scooper now. So I got my tile in here. Oh, interesting. So here we go. I'm just putting it along big heaping spoonful and putting along the edge. Part of my maintenance. I really don't want to get any foul brood in. I don't see any indicators, but we want to keep it that way. All right. I find this so interesting. I would have gotten stung here. You can see, I can actually see the barb that goes into my glove, and then as they pull away, it takes their insides and it kills them. It looks like this poor little bee is still alive. Makes me sad. But that just kind of shows what happens when they sting you. And it's still stuck to the barb, and the barb is still inside my glove. Poor little bee, just defending and protecting its home. So I have my pollen patty here. I'm going to place it in the hive. Put it on this side here. Okay. So that hive was the one that the package that I installed, and so I've treated for foul brood. I've given it another pollen patty, and it has about 5 or 6 frames that are filled, and I saw the queen and she's doing good, looking good. And I am also going to put on the box on top, and so that they have room to keep growing and expanding. And the box that I'm going to be putting on does also have their frames are already drawn out, and so that's good. That'll help them and give them a good start that way as well. So this hive is officially taken care of. I'll leave it be for a while. I'll need to be putting in these 2 hives here, I'll be putting in some check mite to help keep the mites away as well. So that'll be the next thing I will be doing. I need to actually order some of the strips, and I haven't yet, so I will be doing that and get them in there as soon as I can. I've said that I was going to be getting some check mite or some Abogard for my bees to treat for mites, but what I'm actually going to do this spring, I have these essential oil patties that I purchased from the people that I got my nuke from, and they smell delicious, and they are full of lots of really good things that bees just love, and that it will keep them healthy and happy. And when bees are healthy and happy, they're able to fight against disease and mites and all the different things that can come against them much better. It's no different than us as humans. When we're healthy, when our guts are healthy, when we're eating properly, we're much more able to fight off disease and sickness. So we're going to be doing that same thing for the bees as well. And so I'm going to be putting these in my hives, and then this fall, before winter, before I close them up for the winter and and before they go through the winter, I'll be treating for mites this fall then. So that's my plan. That's what I decided to do, and so I'm about to put these in.
I just take my hat. This.
Okay, so I don't. Okay. So I am just going to place these patties right on top. The bees will get to work on them and eat them up. And then when I check them, when they're gone, I'll just keep replacing them.
There's a wolf. I see a wolf.
You see it?
I can. Mommy, look it.
Oh, yep.
We're gonna scare them away.
That's right. Now we have some wasps that think that they need to intrude into the hive here. But the bees are fighting them off, so. All right. Now I'll just put the other one on. Buddy.
What for being a naughty?
Alright, so I'll place this. One thing about these patties is in the heat, they definitely melt. And it is quite a hot day today. So it's kind of dripping and melting. So throughout the summer, I will be keeping this essential oil patties on the hive. I will just, anytime I check, I will make sure that they have these patties. So that's my plan. I think you can just leave them in these plastic, but this one was all ripped up and it was dripping everywhere, so I just am going to scrape it all off in the different parts. So I think they would just clean it off and then pull it out of their hive.
What's that sound? That bee sound.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Up.
Let's walk. I cannot see it. Here. I can't see what.
I can't see it and they scared it away. It's just looking.
Gonna make honey on your phone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. My philosophy with bees is that you don't need to know everything about bees. You just need to know someone else who knows everything about bees. I am a new beekeeper. Last year I got my first hives, and I was able to thankfully have a man help me through this whole process. And I've also been asking a lot of questions. If anyone ever says, yeah, give me a call, ask me questions anytime, I will. That's so important though. As beekeepers, we can never assume that bees are something you just put out in the field and forget about. They are maintenance. They do require maintenance, and if you don't want to do maintenance with bees, then it might not be the best hobby for you. In this video, I was sharing with you how I treated for foul brood and for mites. And as I've been researching and asking lots of questions, I have realized that if you have bees, they will get mites. And it is imperative that you're treating for mites. And after asking around and asking lots of questions, I decided that I was going to be feeding my bees some essential oil patties all through the summer. So I put some in, and then when I notice that they're out, I'll put more in. The idea behind this is that when your bees are healthy and happy, then they are strong and they're able to fight off disease, they're able to fight off pests, they're able to keep themselves and their colony strong, and that is very important. And then this fall I will go in and treat for mites. Before I close them up for the winter and put the insulation around them, I will treat for mites, because if I don't, they will get mites and most likely I won't have any bees come next spring. So it is very important to treat for mites and for any of the other diseases like the foul brood. If you found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would like it, if you would subscribe to my channel, and please pop over and visit us at heritageclubstables.com. We would love to see you there. And please, if you're an experienced beekeeper, take a moment and comment and share what you have learned in your beekeeping journey. We can all learn. I am an open vessel to learning, and I want to learn from you. I want to hear your thoughts. And if you're a new beekeeper, ask questions. I will learn right along with you. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and visit us at heritageclubstables.com. Thank you again.